Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for Make or Break, a great night of championship boxing to be held tomorrow at the Altrincham Ice Dome in Altrincham, England. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, along with their great sponsors, Riot Season, That Prize Guy, Global Next Trade, 32 Red, and Unibet. A big thanks to those great sponsors. Well, a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this great event will be broadcasted live worldwide on DAZN, and a limited amount of tickets are still available, and they can be purchased through iceaccount.co.uk/boxing. Let's now get the weigh-in process started. Our first two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round welterweight contest. We will first welcome to the scale from Mostar, Bosnia and Herzegovina. He brings a professional record of 8 wins, just 1 defeat. 3 of his 8 wins come by way of knockout. Here is Ivan Blažević.
Here comes the 25-year-old from Bosnia and Herzegovina, taking on Henry.
Now we will welcome to the scale from High Wycombe, England. His professional record, 14 wins, just 1 defeat, 6 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former WBC International Super Lightweight Champion. Here is the showman, Henry Turner.
Well, the showman is back. I'll tell you, he looks in some shape.
He really does. He's put on a lot of weight since the last time I saw him.
Sorry, carry on.
His only loss comes to Jack Rafferty, but I think this one is really one to watch.
For the showman,
Yeah, I was speaking to him earlier on in the gym. I was speaking to him earlier on in the gym. I believe his first weight, he's just moved up to welterweight. And like you say, his last time out, he lost to Jack Rafferty. That was a super lightweight. So who knows, the extra weight behind him might make him feel stronger and everything. So hopefully a good demolition performance.
Well, I was speaking to his S&C coach, Jordan Vine, who also works with Moses Itahama, Sam Noakes, all of those guys down in Kent. And he says he's a different fighter now. He's bigger, stronger, faster, fitter. It's like that. Maybe he hung around at 140 pounds just that little bit too long.
You could see in the Rafferty fight that he's got skill. There is no doubt about that. That guy is slick. A lot of people are very impressed with him. So if he can put it all together, the strength, the conditioning, then we could have something pretty special here.
Absolutely, that very talented amateur as well as a European champion as a youth. And at 147, completely new prospect.
Yeah, like you say, as an amateur, he's very, very good. I think I'm a couple of years older than him coming through the amateur. He boxed for Repton Boxing Club, and I think when we was going through the championships when we was kids, he was very good as an amateur. Like when he was younger, he was winning everything for Repton. He's always been a very, very well schooled fighter, and as you can see when he was in
once
the
again,
fight,
ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in an 8-round welterweight contest. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round welterweight contest. We will first welcome to the scale from Telford, England. His professional record, 7 wins, 4 defeats with 1 draw. Here is Kirk Stevens, the Cinderella Man.
Well, the Cinderella Man, Kirk Stevens, former Midlands area champion. He'll be taking on Stephen Cairns tomorrow evening.
I guess this is a step up for Stephen Cairns, isn't it? Someone with a winning record.
136.2 for Kirk, the Cinderella Man, Stevens. Now we will welcome to the scale, coming to us from Cork, Ireland. He brings an undefeated record with 11 wins. 7 of his 11 wins come by way of knockout. Here is the Irish Takeover, Stephen Scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round featherweight contest. First, we will welcome to the scale, coming to us from Managua, Nicaragua. Here is Darwin El Finito Martinez.
Well, this is a familiar face on the British scene. He's been in with so many UK fighters: Marcus Sutherland, Nathaniel Collins, Charlie Hickford. Let's have a look at him on the scales.
127.5 for Darwin El Finito Martinez.
They don't come much tougher than them
Now we
Nicaraguans.
welcome to the scale from Bradford, England. Undefeated with 1 victory, he proudly represented Australia at the 2024 Olympics, earning a bronze medal. Here is Charlie Sr.
Well, made in Bradford, raised in Perth, here is the Olympic bronze medalist Charlie Sr.
129 for Charlie Sr.
One of 2 Olympic bronze medalists we've got on this show. Of course, Lewis Richardson on as well. Super talented Charlie Sr.
Listen, when anyone comes onto the pro scene with an Olympic medal, whether it's silver, bronze or gold, you've got to pay attention because, listen, those medals don't come easy. So, yeah, he's definitely one to keep an eye on.
Bit of a dancer as well, bit of a mover. He did a little bit of break dancing after his last fight. All helps, doesn't it, Ryan?
Like you say, mate, it all helps raise the profile. Do you know what I mean? When you start doing different stuff to what normal fighters do, it gets your name out there and keeps your eyes on you.
We'll have a look at this. Charlie Sr., fight number 2 for him. On Saturday evening, Olympic bronze medalist, trains out of the iBox gym, alongside Sam Noakes, all of those guys there, Henry Turner. He was sparring Shakur Stevenson earlier on this year as well. A real high-level talent.
Nice little name drop there.
Well, I wasn't sparring him, but definitely not. But Charlie Sr. most certainly was. And he looks the part. He's got something about him. Australian boxing is flying right now, and Charlie Sr., one of those looking to fly the flag.
That's it. It really is flying right now. It seems like over the last, maybe 5 years or so, every time you see a show, there's an up-and-coming Aussie on the card, and it's great to see.
Yeah, absolutely that. Of course, just last week we had Sam Goodman giving a very good account of himself against Nick Ball, Jai Opetaia, world champion as well. But it's not often you get a half Brit, half Aussie. Let's see how far Charlie Sr. can go.
That's it.
Our next fighter to the scale, competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round featherweight contest. His opponent will be weighing in later today. Let's welcome to the scale from Morecambe, England. Undefeated with 8 wins. 5 of those 8 wins come by way of knockout. Here is Nelson, the sexy one, Virgil.
Well, here is the sexy one, Nelson Virgil, 20 years old, from Morecambe.
132 for Nelson, the sexy one, Virgil.
It's not short of confidence, is he, Ryan?
No, mate, with a name like the sexy one, you've got to be confident in yourself. But I believe he's one of 3 brothers, isn't he? So to come from a fighter family, he's going to have a bit about him.
No, absolutely that. And hey, if Tyson Fury is retired, Morecambe boxing is in safe hands with the Virgil brothers.
I was going to say, Morecambe is not short of characters, apparently. Here we go. This one's going to be insane.
Our next 2 fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round middleweight contest. First to the scale, coming to us from Narva, Estonia. He has 30 professional bouts to his credit. Let's welcome Dimmitri Domus.
Well, this is another familiar face on UK shores. He actually boxed Lewis Richardson on his professional debut last time out at Portman Road.
162.3 for Dimmitri Domus. Now we welcome to the scale from Runcorn, England. Undefeated with 5 wins. 1 win comes by way of knockout. Here is Jack Power.
Here comes Jack. He's on a nice little winning streak here. 5-0, sorry, and it'll be interesting to see how far he can take his career.
162.4 for Jack Power.
Huge ticket seller is Jack Power. That always helps in your career. From Runcorn, trained by Terry Stewart. Fight number 6 for him coming up on Saturday. And Ryan, you're a massive ticket seller yourself. How does it happen? Do you have to really work at it? Do you have to go around and shake hands and smile and kiss babies and whatnot? How does it happen?
Well, mate, it don't happen overnight. I can say that for one. It takes years. Like when I first started out, it was slow. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, it helps having a city behind you. And like I say, I've luckily got the football club behind me, so that helps sell tickets. But yeah, it does take a lot of shaking hands, a lot of dropping tickets, going to people's houses. Like I say, everyone, when someone comes to watch you, they want to see your face, they want to put a name to their face, and you want to shake your hand. So.
Well, Jack Power certainly has that backing.
Once again, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round middleweight contest. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super featherweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale from Leeds, West Yorkshire, England. He has 40 professional bouts to his credit. Let's welcome Joe Hardy.
Well, Joe Hardy, also a familiar face. He's been in with Walter Fury, George Davey, plenty of others, and he'll be the man taking on Steve Clark tomorrow evening.
If you stick around the British scene long enough, you'll see a lot of these guys.
163.6.
That ain't super featherweight.
And now we welcome to the scale from Liverpool, England. Undefeated with 6 wins, 1 win by knockout. Here is Stephen Clark.
Well, fight number 7 for Stephen Clark, 23 years old from Liverpool. Very much a product of the Smith brothers, trained by them, managed by them. Bit of a ticket seller as well, and quite a talent.
He really is. Very
middleweight
likeable character.
contest, an error on the bout sheet.
Yeah, very likeable character and very fun to watch. And like you said,
161 for Stephen Clark.
trained by Steve Smith, who is really building up a nice little stable there.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Charlie Edwards there as well. Thomas Triber just correcting himself on the weight. It was, I think it was initially super featherweight, which certainly perked yours in.
Yeah, I looked at him there, I thought, I'm in trouble here. I looked at him, I go, no way, they're super featherweight. He looked big when I was walking up, but yeah, he said 160. I go, yeah, that ain't me.
Yeah. It's not a bit of you, but it is a bit of Steve Clark. Good night for him coming up. Tomorrow evening, we'll be back in action. Fight number 7 in his career. Hasn't lost a round so far. And let's see how he gets on.
Liverpool, a huge boxing city. There's a real buzz there for boxing.
Yeah, like
Once
said,
again, the middleweights in action. 6-round schedule tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a lot coming out of Liverpool now with obviously Nick Ball leading the way and all these other young fighters coming through.
Yeah, Jack Turner as well, who we'll see very, very shortly on the scouts. And it's going to be a terrific night, I think, this one.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a 6-round middleweight contest. First to the scale, coming to us from Belarus. Let's welcome Dimmitri Atrohoff.
Here's Dimmitri Atrohoff in action tomorrow evening. Shorts and flip-flops.
Sandals. Sandals.
Looks like he's in Bournemouth.
Rainbow t-shirt, sandals. He's ready for holiday, I think.
161.6 for Dimmitri Atrohoff. Now to the scale from County Mayo, Ireland. Undefeated with 6 wins, 2 wins by knockout. Here is Owen Lavin.
It's actually a very late change of opponent for Owen Lavin tomorrow evening. He was scheduled to fight someone completely different, but Dimmitri has come in at the last minute. Owen Lavin unflustered, though. I'm sure he'll be
162 for Owen Lavin.
Yeah, that's all part of the learning for these young fighters. He's 6-0. Here we go, his opponent has taken a nice video. He's 6-0, and adjusting to these last-minute changes is all part of that process.
Yeah, I feel like the opponent is also adjusting, as you just pointed out. I'm not sure if it was in vision or not. He was doing like a selfie video with Owen Lavin in the background. Lovely stuff, Ryan.
Like I said, it seems to be like he's on holiday earlier, but now he's much enjoying the experience. You know, we've been on a big show like this, Queensberry show. But yeah, I'm sure he's going to be up for it come Saturday night.
Absolutely. Well, Owen Lavin, big talent coming out of Ireland. He is managed by 258. He's promoted by Queensberry and he's trained by Anthony Croller. So it's quite a kind of triumvirate pushing this guy.
That's it. That's a who's team right there.
Once again, they will be competing tomorrow in the middleweight division. Our next two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest for the Commonwealth Featherweight Championship. Let's first welcome the challenger from Leicester, England. 16 wins, 4 defeats, 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Leon the Lion Woodstock.
Well, what an atmosphere here as the boos are ringing around from the Zack Miller fans for Leon Woodstock.
They really are. Listen, this, I'm telling you now, this is what Leon wanted. Look at that. He is loving it. He's embracing it. This is going to be a firecracker tomorrow.
I love that the balaclava is on. Will that affect his weight? Will it have to be removed?
Well, maybe. I've been there before. I've got to strip my boxes off, but yeah, that might make it down. Look, it's made no difference.
125.1 for Leon the Lion Woodstock.
He is well up for it. I think he's loving
He loves it.
Fans.
Absolutely loves
And
it.
now let's welcome the defending champion from Manchester, England. His professional record, 16 wins, just 1 defeat, 3 wins come by way of knockout. Here is the reigning and defending Commonwealth Featherweight Champion, Zack Miller.
Zack Miller has taken the roof off in here.
Those Miller fans are here in force.
125.4 for the defending champion.
If this is what his fans like, if this is what the fans like just out of weighing, mate, I'm looking forward to what the noise is going to be like tomorrow night.
This is unbelievable.
That atmosphere is going to be special, I tell you. Can you get much better than the Mancunian fans? I'm not sure if you can.
I'm not sure you can either. Zack Miller defending his Commonwealth title against Leon Woodstock. This fight has been building up very nicely. And even now, Leon Woodstock, he's eyeballing Zack Miller. He can't take his eyes off him. Fantastic fight.
Yeah, like you said, I think Leon's well up for this. He wants to make a name for himself and get back in the mix. So it's a very interesting fight to say the least.
Well, the mask is off. The mask is off. And Leon Woodstock is from a part of Leicester called Beaumont Leys, and he's been referring to himself as Beaumont Leys' final boss. No handshake.
Scheduled 12-round contest for the Commonwealth Featherweight Championship.
I don't know if you could see there, but Leon did not want the handshake, so there was no handshake there. This one's going to be spicy.
No handshake whatsoever. Have you ever turned down a handshake at a weigh-in?
Nah, mate, that's not me. I'm always respectful, but there's always a bit of animosity between some fighters. Some fighters are different, but with me, I'm respectful, mate. I don't do no talking that, so listen, there's a bit of animosity there.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round middleweight contest. First to the scale from Narva, Estonia. 5 wins, 16 defeats, 1 draw, 1 win by knockout. Here is Artyom Spotter.
One of the best surnames in boxing for me. This is Sparta.
It's pretty good, although we did have a power earlier on, so you know there's some debate up about that.
160.4 for Artyom Spotter. Now we welcome to the scale from Colchester, Essex, England. He had a stellar amateur career, proudly representing Great Britain at the 2024 Olympics, earning a bronze medal. Now, as a professional, undefeated with 1 victory. here is Lewis Richardson.
Well, the professional career of Lewis Richardson continues tomorrow evening. Olympic bronze medalist.
160.9 for Lewis Richardson.
He's so proud of that Olympic bronze medal, and rightly so.
That's it, rightly so. Like you said, he's a second bronze medalist on the show. Listen, like I said, when you turn pro and you've got that Olympic background behind you, it's going to give you a little bit of a bigger platform than most pros turning over, but make no mistakes about it, there's also going to be a little bit of pressure there.
Yeah, Lewis is a very, very good fighter. There's one thing going to the Olympics, but to actually win a medal at the Olympics as well just goes to show how good of a fighter he is.
And we mentioned pressure yesterday. I put that to him, like, are you feeling extra pressure? And he said, no, pressure is
Once
a
again,
privilege.
these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round middleweight contest. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be a battle of the undefeated 10 rounds scheduled for the WBA International Super Flyweight Championship. Let's first welcome the challenger, coming to us from Bragado, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Undefeated with 11 wins, 6 of his 11 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Nicolás El Demonio Mugarusa.
Well, Nicholas Mugarusa has arrived here to a few boos from the Jack Turner fans. He's promising a knockout himself tomorrow night.
He is, he's a confident man, and you know what? This is what I want to see. I want a confident man versus Jack Turner, because you've got to be confident to make a dent. I mean, can he make a dent? That's another thing, but to even have a chance, you've got to have that confidence behind you.
Well, no one's made a dent so far, but he does fancy it. Let's have a look at him on the scales.
$114.4 for the undefeated challenger, Nicolás El Demonio Mugarusa.
He must fancy his chances, the Argentinian, because
now let's welcome the defending champion from Liverpool, England. Undefeated with 11 wins, 10 of his 11 wins come by way of knockout. Tomorrow, he will be the reigning and defending WBA International Super Flyweight Champion, Jack El Turner.
Well, here is the fast-rising, heavy-handed Jack Turner from Liverpool. He's knocked out 10 of 11 so far. He intends on doing exactly the same tomorrow night.
114.7 for Jack El Turner.
I'll tell you what, there's absolutely no reason, it's early days, but there's no reason why Jack couldn't be the next big thing in boxing.
like I said earlier, for the smaller weights, you don't normally get people that heavy-handed with that kind of knockout rate. And I thought Ryan Farrell was going to cause him trouble, and look what he'd done there. He blitzed him out of there, so he's obviously a very good fighter.
Exactly that. He's had his kind of step-up fight against Ryan Farrell. That was last time out. That was supposed to be the let's see what this kid's like in deep waters. Those deep waters, they didn't get there. He knocked him out in 2 rounds, completely blew him away, and it was a kind of a statement-making performance.
It was something special, to be honest, because, you know, everyone in the game really was saying this is going to be a test for him, but it weren't really a test at all.
There is a real intensity about Jack Turner. I like the way Nicholas Mugarusa has the Argentina flag there, but Jack Turner is looking right through him.
It's like you said earlier, Debbie, he's got that aura around
Once
him.
again, it's a battle of the undefeated. 10-round schedule for the WBA International Super Flyweight Championship.
The Argentinian must fancy himself here, because normally when foreigners come over, they only bring a team of couple, but he's brought a whole team of 8 people over. So
he's brought the team. He's brought his unbeaten record. He won a title in his last fight as well. For him, he's got every reason to be confident.
He's going to be very, very confident, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, Our highly anticipated main event tomorrow will be broadcasted live worldwide on DAZN, brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry. It is scheduled for 12 rounds, and it will be for the British and Commonwealth Super Lightweight Championships. Let's first welcome the challenger from Portsmouth, Hampshire, England. His professional record, 17 wins, just 1 defeat, 12 wins come by way of knockout. He is the former IBF European and WBC Silver Lightweight Champion, Mark Chamberlain!
Well, let's have a look at Mark Chamberlain, one half of the main event tomorrow evening. Big fight for him.
139.5 for the challenger, Mark Chamberlain!
Mark Chamberlain makes the weight, of course, coming up from lightweight to super lightweight now.
And now let's welcome the undefeated defending champion from Oldham, England. His professional record, 26 wins, 17 wins by knockout. Here is the reigning and defending British and Commonwealth Super Lightweight Champion, Zack the Demolition Man Rafferty!
Well, I'll tell you what, an absolutely thunderous ovation here for the Demolition Man. I can barely hear myself think.
139.5 for the undefeated defending champion, Zack the Demolition Man Rafferty!
I'll tell you what, the noise in here, you would not believe it's a weigh-in. The noise tomorrow night is going to be unbelievable.
It's a fight I'm very, very looking forward to. Jack's undefeated. He's got loads of knockouts to his wins. And obviously Mark's a very heavy hand. He was at lightweight, so it's going to be intriguing to see if he can carry that power up to super lightweight.
Proper fight this one, and Zack Rafferty on that streak now, 6 knockouts in a row, and he is building that following, much like you are down in Southampton. He's doing it up here, up north. You can hear it. It's incredible.
It is. And he's really coming into his own. He said yesterday at the weigh-in, this is the Rafferty show, you're here to see me. And that's the kind of confidence that's going to take him to another level.
But what stands in front of him tomorrow night is by far what looks like the sternest test of his career. I'm not sure he's been winning with anyone who can punch like Mark Chamberlain.
No, like you said, at lightweight it was a very, very heavy-handed. So if Mark can carry the power up to super lightweight, then it's going to be an interesting fight. But I don't think Jack's a very good fighter, mate. He's very fit and strong himself, especially at super lightweight. He's been there before, he's done it. So it's going to be a very interesting fight. And Mark's going to have something to prove here moving up, do you know what I mean? Off a loss as well.
Talking to each other, then
Once
there is the
again, this is our
handshake.
main event tomorrow, 12-round schedule for the British and Commonwealth Super Lightweight Championships.